gosh, I am really hoping this flight just is quick and we get there on the ground safely. I'm not a good flyer, I'm sorry.
I had a dream last night that we went down. Yep, it was terrible. You were in it. What? Oh God, sounds like something's happening. Hey everyone, it's Cambria. I have a video today that I hope you all really enjoy. Bridesmaids is just so hilarious, and surprisingly, it's Judd Apatow's most successful movie to date. Who wouldn't want to watch a movie with a bunch of rowdy women? Here are 30 facts you didn't know about Bridesmaids. The food poisoning scene wasn't going to be in the movie. Judd wanted more wild and physical comedy, so Kristen wrote the scene right before they filmed it.
It's happening. It's happening.
Oh no. Don't you dare ruin that dress!
Well, you're really doing it, aren't you? We're just shitting in the street.
There was going to be a bachelorette party scene in Vegas, but Judd was worried that it would be too similar to The Hangover. Instead, Kristen wrote the scene where Annie has a freak out on the plane as a way to prevent the wedding party from reaching Vegas, and it ended up being one of the funniest scenes in the movie.
Oh, this is a very strict plane that I'm on. Welcome to Germany.
Auf Wiedersehen, asshole.
One of the most hilarious scenes in the movie is Melissa McCarthy's scene with Air Marshal John. Their chemistry together was perfect, and that's because they're actually married in real life.
I don't have a gun for you to put up my ass to make your point.
I can put my nano. I will show you. If you get me scissors, I will cut a hole in my pocket. And you'll never find this again until I want you to find it.
Maya Rudolph was pregnant during the filming of the movie, so the wardrobe department put her in clothes that had belts in them to distract the audience from her growing belly. Chris O'Dowd's character was supposed to be American, and he even practiced with a coach to perfect an American accent. But Kristen Wiig said that she fell in love with Chris's Irish accent so much that she let him keep it for the movie. The director and Kristen made sure that Annie kept her bra on during her sex scenes with Ted, but he had her take it off during her sex scenes with Nathan because it shows that she can open up emotionally and physically to Nathan and not Ted. Melissa said in an interview that she based the look and attitude of Megan on Guy Fieri. She said he was the first person she thought of when she saw the script. I wanted to do the shirt, every scene I would have my glasses on the back of my head. The entire scene where Helen tries to take over Annie's tribute speech to Lillian was completely improv. In an interview, she said that the scene took forever to film because Kristen kept laughing. Paul Rudd was originally supposed to be in the movie. He actually filmed a scene where he plays a guy with anger problems who briefly dates Annie. Unfortunately, it got cut, but it shows up on some versions of the DVD.
I want an apology, you twat!
That's what?
It's a lady's dick. Just like you lady's dick.
Rebel Wilson and Matt Lucas actually became roommates after filming. When they were living together, they used to get complaints from neighbors for singing show tunes too loudly. Kristen was worried the chemistry with Chris wouldn't translate on screen, so she decided to play Would You Rather with him on set to bond with him. Chris said in an interview that his favorite question that Kristen asked was, would you rather have a nipple growing on the end of your nose or a tooth growing out of your cheek? Jon Hamm decided not to be credited for his role in the movie because he thought that his name in the credits would make people think it was a serious movie. The engagement party scene was inspired by an actual experience had by co-writer Annie Momolo. Momolo, who plays the anxiety-filled woman sitting next to Annie during the plane scene, said, "My friend's engagement party was at this beautiful country club. My car had both rear view mirrors duct taped on. I remember sitting there thinking that this was a great divide between where I was headed and where my friend was headed." Future Pitch Perfect star Rebel Wilson auditioned for Megan, and while the role ultimately went to McCarthy, the filmmakers liked the Australian actress so much that they decided to cast her as Bryn, Annie's eccentric roommate.
I've been thinking, and Bryn needs to start paying rent. That's it.
Well, she can't work. She's
No.
on a tourist visa.
Yeah, so technically I'm only allowed to tour.
Well, you know...
Have no way of earning money unless I just go and prostitute down on the street.
I don't want you to do that.
Hello, fellas.
No.
Here I am. put your American sausage in my English McMuffin.
No.
Rose Byrne had to learn Thai for her engagement party speech. During an improv session for the scene, she pretended to speak Thai, and the producers loved it. When they later found out that she was just making up words, they made her learn the actual phonetics of some Thai words before she included it in the film.
Kun ben song nong kong chan, sung chan jakat madai, mai ben chennan.
John Hamm used to be a high school drama teacher. He taught at John Burroughs School in Missouri, and Ellie Kemper, Becca, was one of his students. The teenager who gets Annie fired is played by Peter Frampton's daughter. The rocker's daughter also later appeared in Melissa McCarthy's movie Tammy.
You look like an old mop. You know what? You're not as popular as you think you are.
I am very popular.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Judd Apatow made the cast spend 2 weeks improvising with each other, and a lot of it was incorporated into the movie.
I met a dolphin down there, and I swear to God that dolphin looked not at me, but into my soul, into my goddamn soul, Annie, and said, "I'm saving you, Megan." Not with his mouth, but he said it, I'm assuming telepathically.
Annie tells Ted that she will take a man named George Glass to Lillian's wedding instead of him.
I have someone else I can ask anyway, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
This guy, George Glass.
She says this because George Glass was also the name of Jan Brady's fake boyfriend on the Brady Bunch.
But I do have a boyfriend.
Oh, you do?
Oh, that's wonderful, Jan. What's his name? His name is George. George what? George Glass. George Glass.
Other scenes that were written but not filmed included a musical number and a scene where the characters fear they've discovered Lillian's corpse but abandon the body with a sigh of relief when they realize it's a stranger. Bridesmaids is Judd Apatow's most successful movie. It surpassed Knocked Up and Talladega Nights to be Judd's highest-grossing movie ever at the box office. The house used for the bridal shower is actually the same house in Scary Movie 2. Mindy Kaling and Rose Byrne both tried out for the role of the bride, Lillian, before it ultimately went to fellow SNL vet Maya Rudolph. Byrne got the role she preferred, however, landing the role of Helen.
And I don't think that Brazilian food really gave us food poisoning. No, it did. No, I don't think it did. It was the food. I shit my pants.
Annie's photograph of herself and Lillian was made from real childhood pictures of Kristen Wiig and Maya Rudolph, with their heads merged onto other bodies. Wiig and writing partner Annie Mumolo spent 4 years writing Bridesmaids whenever Wiig had time off from Saturday Night Live. She'd fly to Los Angeles, improvise scenes with Mumolo during marathon 12-hour sessions, then return to New York. Early on after the film's success, Wiig announced that she wasn't sure if she wanted to do a Bridesmaids sequel, believing that there was no way to reunite the characters for a premise that would be as original and funny. For a while, Universal talked about making a sequel without Wiig, having the focus instead be on Melissa McCarthy's character Megan, though the studio finally gave up on the idea.
Female Fight Club. We grease up, we pull in, Lillian doesn't know, so it's, surprise, we're gonna fight. We beat the shit out of her. She's not gonna forget that. We just fucking attack.
Bridesmaids was Jill Clayburgh's last film. The actress, who plays Annie's mom, passed away the year before the film's release, and several of her dirty joke scenes were cut from the film to better preserve her memory.
Right. Well, I guess I'm going to Lillian's party by myself then.
Oh, don't talk to me about being by yourself. I go everywhere by myself. Well, thanks to that new whore, Barb. No, I don't like to say it. But,
They've been married 12 years.
Okay, but she's still a whore. Yes. I'm sure she greets him in the evening, beaver first.
Bridesmaids came to be because of Wiig's cameo as a hostile TV producer in Apatow's Knocked Up. He urged her to write a screenplay as a vehicle for herself to star in and offered to produce it.
What'd you decide?
They decided that they like you and they would like to put you on camera.
Really?
I know, I was so surprised too.
Melissa said that the food poisoning scene was the most disgusting scene to film because the vomit was made out of oatmeal and food coloring. Even though she was really grossed out by it, she also said that it was the most fun she had on set.
I don't know what to say. You look... Megan, are you okay? Oh my God.
You know, I don't really care which dress we get. It doesn't matter to me. I just need to get off this white carpet.
No, okay. No, not the bathroom. Everybody, go outside. I'm serious. There's a bathroom across the street.
Rose Byrne, the only one of the 6 stars who didn't have an improvisational comedy background, had a hard time not cracking up on the set. She also proved the odd woman out when Wig and Mumolo took the cast to a male strip club as a research trip / bonding experience. Wig noted that Byrne was uneasy when the others bought her a lap dance. Byrne squirmed as the oily dancer got grease all over her expensive blouse and found herself chattering about Los Angeles traffic. Totally unsexy, she recalled during an on-set interview. I'm like the nerdy, frigid weirdo, but that was fun. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Until next time, peace you guys.